Hello everyone, this is Julian from Nomadic Observer, and welcome to the Spanish Travel Phrases and Words video. In this video, I'm going to cover some useful Spanish phrases you might need to use while traveling. First, I'm going to say the phrase or word in English, and then I'm going to say it in Spanish. The last part of what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the phrase using English words and sounds that are combined so that it sounds like Spanish. That's a little bit weird. And I ran this across my friends. They're like, "Hey, that's going to sound a little bit weird, don't you think?" And it does sound weird, but I've actually tested it with some friends, and they're like, "You know what? I guess if they, tried to speak clearly enough and they practice what they were saying, they might actually make themselves understood." And that's kind of what I'm shooting for. I'm not shooting for perfection. My goal is that people that watch this video and see the different phrases can learn to speak Spanish. Just by practicing what I'm telling them to do in the third step, which is to just think of the words in English. Now, is this a substitute for actually learning to speak Spanish? No. There's definitely better ways to do that. I think you should use something like the app Duolingo. It's free, it's easy to use, and it's really good. That's my first thing. If you're going to learn a language, do it right. But this video is made for people that maybe they just want to get started and get their feet wet. So without further ado, I'm going to go to the first one and kind of explain what I'm talking about. Okay, so here we go. The first phrase you'd want to be able to say in a new language is hello, right? Just to introduce yourself. So you say hello. The Spanish for hello is hola, right? Hola. Pretty simple, not much to it. And so when you go to the next part of my methodology is, look, if you had no idea how to say hola, and I'm sure all of you can say hola, this is probably way overdone, but o, la. You see that? The word o, the word la in English, you put that together, hola. So as you can see, these are they're gonna go kind of like that. Let's go to another example that an actual phrase. So here we go. Good morning. If you wanted to say good morning in Spanish, you would say buenos días. Okay? So for this phrase, buenos días, I use the words bu, way, and nos to represent buenos, bu, way, nos, and I use the words di and the phrase as to represent días. And when you put that together, you get buenos días. So that's kind of the feel that I'm going for. It's not perfect, it's kind of silly, but I think it might help some people learn how to speak Spanish. And that's the goal. It's just a fun way to learn how to speak Spanish. Oh, I forgot to say, I am not a language expert. This video is for entertainment purposes only, but I hope that you get something out of it, okay? Let's continue. Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon. In Spanish, that's buenas tardes. And the way I've represented it is buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. So I hope you guys get the idea. I'm going to start picking up the pace here. And let's just get through these, and we'll talk a little bit at the end. All right, here we go. Good evening. In Spanish, that is buenas noches. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. All right, here we go. Next one. Please. That's just a word. Please. In Spanish, por favor. Por favor. Por favor. Por favor. Por favor. How to say thank you. Thank you. Gracias. 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 Not perfect, but I think you get understood if you use this. All right. Airport. It's funny because this is a short word, airport, but look how I had to do this one. Aeropuerto. Aeropuerto. And to get that, aero pu where toe. Aero pu where toe. Okay, seaport. Maybe some of you like to travel by ship. Seaport. Puerto. 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 So the trick is, I'm giving you the words in English, and I'm giving you the example by saying in Spanish, Puerto. The goal is try to sound like I said it in Spanish, but to give you an idea how to get started to say it, you look at the English words. Puerto. 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 All right, train station. How do we say train station in Spanish? Estación de tren. Estación de tren. All right, estación de tren. Okay, I kind of cheated there because I didn't really give you a good word for the last one, tren, but I think you can spell it out in English. Probably sounds about the same. So just the letter S. Estación de tren. All right, bus station. Okay, in Spanish that would be estación de autobús. In Spanish, you really can't shorten the word. I mean, you can with you talking to your friends, but really it's autobús. Estación de autobús. And the way I did that is estación de autobús. Estación de autobús. Okay, this is probably the easiest one, guys. Seriously. In English, the word taxi. So taxi. In Spanish, taxi. Taxi. You can say it in English, they'll get it. It's the same. All right, check-in. You get to the hotel, you want to check in. Here we go. Facturar. Actually, that's the wrong check-in. This is actually the check-in for when you want to check in your luggage. My bad. Check-in. Facturar. How would you say that? How could you get that by using English words? Fact. Factur. R. Factur. R. All right, let's keep going. What time does the flight arrive? If you wanted to ask that, what time does the flight arrive? You would say, ¿A qué hora llega el vuelo? ¿A qué hora llega el vuelo? There you go. A, K, O, ra, J, ga, L, vuelo. A, K, O, ra, J, ga, L, vuelo. A, K, O, ra, J, ga, L, vuelo. Wow, you just said, when does the plane arrive? Good job. Let's keep going. Oh, okay. What time does the ship arrive? Maybe you're traveling on a cruise ship or something. Here we go. ¿A qué hora llega el barco? ¿A qué hora llega el barco? How would you say that? ¿A qué hora llega el barco? ¿A qué hora llega el barco? Huh. What time does the train arrive? Train trips throughout Europe. Hey, Spain has fast bullet trains. You might want to travel by train. I highly recommend it. What time does the train arrive? ¿A qué hora llega el tren? 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 Huh. All right. Okay, what about the bus? What time does the bus arrive? What time does the bus arrive? ¿A qué hora llega el autobús? 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 Okay, it's time to leave now. What time does the flight depart? Let's get that going. Let's ask that question. ¿A qué hora sale el vuelo? 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 Okay, what time does the ship depart? What time does the ship depart? ¿A qué hora sale el barco? ¿A qué hora sale el barco? ¿A qué hora sale el barco? A qué hora sale el barco? What about the train? What time does the train depart? ¿A qué hora sale el tren? 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 What about the bus? Okay, the bus. What time does the bus depart? ¿A qué hora sale el autobús? 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 All right, you're flying and you got to tell someone you got a connecting flight. I have a connecting flight. Tengo un vuelo de conexión. 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 I have a connecting train. Tengo un tren de conexión. 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 All right, let's say you're out in the town and you wanna, you wanna get in, you wanna see an attraction. So how do I get to the? And you would fill out the attraction. Let's say you're in Spain, you want to go see the Alhambra. How do I get to the Alhambra, for example? ¿Cómo llego a la Alhambra? ¿Cómo llego a la Alhambra? ¿Cómo llego a Alhambra? ¿Cómo llego a? All right. You asked for directions, or you've asked the question. Now they say take a left. So this is more to help you recognize what it might sound like, or maybe you're going to help somebody out, which would be really cool if you were able to help someone out in Spanish. So take a left. Hacia la izquierda. 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 All right, take a right. Hacia la derecha. 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 Okay, so go forward. Here's how we're going to say go forward. Hacia adelante. Hacia adelante. Hacia adelante. Hacia adelante. Hacia adelante. To go back. Go back. Hacia atrás. Hacia atrás. Hacia atrás. Hacia atrás. Hacia atrás. All right, let's say you want to ask how far is it to get somewhere. How far to the, let's say we're going to use hotel, right? Because that's pretty easy. How far to the hotel? ¿Cómo de lejos está el 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 hotel? Fill in whatever you need, but the phrase you're trying to get is ¿Cómo de lejos está? That's how you say how far is it to. All right. Can I take pictures here? You might be wondering, hey, why would I, there's some places where you need to ask if you can take pictures. And we cover that in the blog, and in our blog post, and I'll talk more about that at the end. But to say, can I take pictures here, you would say, ¿Puedo hacer fotos aquí? ¿Puedo hacer fotos aquí? And you would say that by saying, puedo hacer fotos aquí. Puedo hacer fotos aquí. ¿Puedo hacer fotos aquí? All right, you want to ask where to buy tickets. Where can I buy tickets? ¿Dónde puedo comprar entradas? 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 Okay, let's say you're at a restaurant, right? You want to ask for an English menu. It's probably already in English, but if you have to ask, here's how you would ask. Do you have an English menu? ¿Tenéis un menú en inglés? 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 Maybe you need to tell the waiter that you're allergic to something. So you would say, I am allergic to. And to say I'm allergic to depends on if you're male or female, right? So if you're male or identify as male, you're going to say soy alérgico a. And if you're female or identify as female, you're going to say soy alérgica a. And how would you say that? Okay, for male, soy alérgico a. And for female, soy alérgica a. The difference is the co and the ka, right? So if you're male, soy alérgico a. And female, soy alérgica a. All right. This is so that you can recognize, if somebody tells you the different types of meat. So beef. Beef would be ternera. 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 Chicken. Chicken. Pollo. 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 Pork. You want to get some pig on your meat? That the kind of meat you like, pork? You would say cerdo. 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 Okay, let's say you want to talk about how you want your meat cooked or your food cooked. Okay, so if you want to say rare, rare in Spanish is poco hecho. Poco hecho. Poco hecho. Poco hecho. Medium. Medium in Spanish is going to be en su punto. 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 If you want it well done, you're going to say muy hecho. Muy hecho. All right, muy hecho. Muy hecho. Muy hecho. All right, so you get to the restaurant, you didn't think to make a reservation, so maybe you got to ask if they have something available. So you're going to say, do you have a table available? ¿Tiene alguna mesa disponible? ¿Tiene alguna mesa disponible? So to say that, we're going to say tiene alguna mesa disponible. Tiene alguna mesa disponible. ¿Tiene alguna mesa disponible? So maybe you thought ahead and you do have a reservation. So to say I have a reservation, in Spanish it's tengo una reserva. 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 Okay, so spicy. Maybe you want to ask about the word spicy. You want to know about the word spicy, how to recognize the word spicy. In Spanish, it's picante. 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 To say sweet, you'll say dulce. 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 Maybe you want to get your food to go. You want to take it with you. So to say to go, you'll say para llevar. Para llevar. Para llevar. Para llevar. Para llevar. Oh, maybe you want to enjoy a little wine, so you want to ask for the wine menu. Carta de vinos. 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 Oh, if you're like me, you like a little dessert after your food. I certainly do. You'll say, to say the dessert, you're going to say postre. Postre. Pose tray. Pose tray. Pose tray. Okay, maybe you're ready to order, and you know what you want. You know, let's just go with chicken. Why not? I would like to order. We'll fill in the item chicken. I would like to order chicken. ¿Me podía traer pollo? ¿Me podía traer pollo? So you're going to say, me podría traer. And earlier we learned that pollo is P-O-Y-O, right? Pollo. Me podría traer. That's, can you bring me pollo? To say chicken. Me podría traer pollo? Maybe you're done and now you want to get the bill, right? So, you know, the check, the bill, whatever it's called, whatever you call it. But if you want to pay, you want the check. Could you please bring the check? You're going to say, ¿podría traer la cuenta, por favor? ¿Podría traer la cuenta, por favor? Podría traer la cuenta, por favor. Podría traer la cuenta, por favor. Oh, so now we're going to go into, you know, when you're just shopping, just some general shopping phrases. So you want to ask how much something costs. How much does this cost? ¿Cuánto cuesta esto? 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 Maybe you want to know if they accept plastic, right? Do you accept credit cards? ¿Aceptan tarjetas de crédito? ¿Aceptan tarjetas de crédito? Aceptan tarjetas de crédito. Aceptan tarjetas de crédito. Aceptan tarjetas de crédito? Okay, so you're bartering and you want to let them know it's too expensive. It's too expensive. Es demasiado caro. Es demasiado caro. Es demasiado caro. Es demasiado caro. So then you want them to lower the price. So you'll say, can you lower the price? ¿Puede bajar el precio? ¿Puede bajar el precio? ¿Puede bajar el precio? ¿Puede bajar el precio? I mean, hey, maybe you want them to learn even more, right? It's bartering. It's got to be fun. Can you lower the price more? ¿Puede bajar el precio más? ¿Puede bajar el precio más? ¿Puede bajar el precio más? Puede bajar el precio más. We're just adding that más to the end. Okay, so when you're happy with the offer and you want to say this is my final offer, this is how you're going to say it. Esta es mi oferta final. 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 And maybe you're happy, so you want to tell me you have a deal. Okay, we have a deal. Vale, trato hecho. 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 Okay, so at the hotel, this is the different check-in. We talked about earlier, I got it wrong. This is where we're really going to try to check in. Okay, I'd like to check in. Quiero hacer el check-in. See, in Spanish, there's no word for check-in. In the hotel industry, they just say the word check-in, but you got to say the Spanish part first. Quiero hacer el check-in. Quiero hacer el check-in. Quiero hacer el check-in. And you want to know what time you got to check out, so you're going to ask that question, what time is checkout? ¿A qué hora es el 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 checkout? You want to order some room service, you'll ask, can I order some room service? ¿Puedo pedir servicio a la habitación? ¿Puedo pedir servicio a la habitación? Puedo pedir servicio a la habitación. Puedo pedir servicio a la habitación. Is there laundry service? ¿Hay servicio de lavandería? 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 Oh, you don't want this to happen, but if it does, you want to be able to say that you lost your room key. I lost my room key. He perdido la llave de mi habitación. 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 Okay, guys, final stretch here. We're going to go over phrases in case of emergency. So if you want to say, please help me, in Spanish, you're going to say, ayúdame, por favor. 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 To say, can you call the police? Can you call the police? ¿Puede llamar a la policía? ¿Puede llamar a la policía? Puede llamar a la policía. Puede llamar a la policía. Or if you need an ambulance, can you call an ambulance? ¿Puede llamar a una ambulancia? ¿Puede llamar a una ambulancia? Puede llamar a una ambulancia. Puede llamar a una ambulancia. Puede llamar a una ambulancia. And finally, American Embassy. All right. If you're Canadian, you would just use the word for Canadian, but we're just going to say American Embassy. Here we go. Embajada de Estados Unidos. Embajada de Estados Unidos. Embajada de Estados Unidos. Embajada de Estados Unidos. All right, so I really hope you enjoyed that. It's quick and dirty. Um, Please visit our website, www.nomadicobserver.com. I'll put it below in the description. Um, Please check out our blogs. We are a life and travel blog. Um, my wife and I were just sharing our experiences with others on everything we've learned about traveling. So we're just getting started, but we hope that you'll enjoy our content. We'll try to post more videos. Maybe we'll do a French one like this. And please leave us any comments if there's anything you'd like to learn how to say. We would love to hear from you and help you any way we can. Thank you, everyone, and till next time. Bye-bye.